to you 5 times in the last 5 days. Obviously, with season opener, there's inherently a lot of waiting, a lot of anticipation when you finally get to the day of a season opener. How do you kill the day, especially when that extra hour pushback for a select?
Yeah, just preparing, constantly preparing. Obviously, we know them, they know us, but making sure that we as a staff have left no stone unturned, from offense to defense, special situations, our sub-rotations, just everything that you can possibly prepare for, we're trying to go through. But to your point, Bennett, I think it's almost a month now since Media Day. We had Media Day, so I think our guys are so excited to finally get out there and get this season started. And, hopefully it's a great night for us and the fans.
Do you feel like you need more time on opening night, or is it like, nah, we're good, we're ready to go?
More time?
Is that ridiculous?
No more time. It's let's go. Seems like most other teams have already started Tuesday night, last night. Again, we started our media day and training camp in September. So, because you have to learn about yourself. That's the great thing about, we don't have all the answers. We're still trying to figure out who our team is. But the only way you're going to find out is by going out there and playing and testing yourself, especially against a team like OKC. So, I think our guys are chomping at the bit. Let's go out there and play. And we're going to make some mistakes, obviously, and that's great for us as a coaching staff to be able to show some film. And this is what we did well. These are the areas that we can clean up. Trying to incorporate 2 new players, and Russell Westbrook and Dario Saric, getting them out there. And, this is just a great opportunity for us to go out there and try and get better.
How have you guys talked about the turnovers leading into this game?
Yeah, don't turn it over. Yeah, it's a pretty simple message. Hell of a challenge because, they thrive on that. They did that last year. And, they generate almost 20 points a game off those miscues. And if we can make this game a half-court game, we'll give ourselves a chance. If this game is similar to the preseason matchup or the 3 losses last year, obviously we'll give ourselves that much harder of a time, Katie. But I think our guys understand, no matter who you're playing, you don't want to turn the ball over. We are a ball movement team, so we're more likely to turn the ball over at times. But with those guys and guys like Shea and Caruso and Dort and Jalen Williams, they have great hands, and anytime you turn it over, it's like an easy 2 for them. So got to try to limit those mistakes.
Without iHeart, they're a lot closer to last year's team. They managed to hang with most squads that are big by playing pretty small. What is it that they do? What's the challenge they present? Because I've noticed a lot of teams get freaked out by their shooting and trying to adapt to what they do. You're not going to do that because you got so much size, but what is it that they present that makes them able to play as small as they do?
Well, they're elite in terms of driving the ball. I mean, they lead the NBA last year in drives per game as a team and points generated off those drives. And obviously Shea led that charge. He led the NBA in drives per game and points off drives from an individual standpoint. So when they play small, their smalls are all capable of putting the ball on the floor, driving, generating driving kick, and they have 6 or 7 guys damn near 40% from 3. So I think that's, to your point with no Isaiah tonight, they'll play some version of small ball at some point behind Chet. And obviously now the concern is, can we contain the basketball? Can we keep them out of our paint? And hopefully that allows you to control the 3-point line. And, I think our guys are ready for that challenge, but we'll find out.
Obviously it's opening night. Is there added importance to this game given how everything shook out with this team last year?
It's game 1. I mean, I think you don't get too high, you don't get too low. This is an 82-game season. It's a division game, and we talked about being better in our division. Obviously, we finished behind both Oklahoma City and Minnesota. So obviously, and they beat us 3 times last year. That's all in our minds. But in terms of this being, a huge, momentous game, it's game 1. And we're a new team. We've added some new players and an opportunity to go out there and compete. So I think our guys are excited about that, just going out there and competing against a very good team.
You've got the shirts. I'm told there's going to be a tribute video at some time for Dikembe. From your perspective, what did he mean to make the Nuggets or just the basketball world in general?
Well, I would say just not less looking from a Nuggets lens, because if you do that, I think you're shortchanging the impact of Dikembe Mutombo. An ambassador, a true global ambassador of the game. Obviously, we know about his on-court productivity, the shot blocking. We're all wearing the shirts with the finger wag. As I mentioned to many of you, I have a picture in my office of him cradling the ball after beating Seattle as an 8 seed. But then I think his legacy is much more than on the court. It's everything he did for his native country, building hospitals, giving back. And that's what you want to see from people, is that when they make it, they find a way to give back and make people's lives better. And Dikembe Mutombo will always be remembered as an ambassador of this game on and off the court with a huge, huge heart. And I feel really fortunate to have gotten to know him and coached him and spent time with him. And obviously he'll be missed by many, many people.
All right, thank you.
All right, thanks everybody.